Hey friends, it's UrsulasRevenge, and happy Wednesday update day, except that it's not a happy Wednesday update day, because I gotta talk about a stupid AI DJ. And that's not all. This is not the first time I'm recording this video, because I recorded for about an hour and didn't realize my mic was muted. So, we're abridging today's video because I am actually over it. And I'm also gonna apologize right up at the top because the first time I recorded this, I apologized halfway through because I was very cranky and upset, understandably, because of basically just everything that's been going on the last, I think, day has seriously affected my motivation of playing Star Stable Online. And that is huge for me personally because I am obsessed with this game. This is like the only thing that I do. And it brings me so much joy, and I'm not even getting that because of their actions this week. And granted, I'm not going to feel this way forever. I just need time to kind of go through it. So again, I apologize. Today's video will not be as thorough because I'm not going to record the whole thing again. I'm just kind of going to say my piece, show you what's new, and that's going to be it. So let's talk about this DJ thing. I'm going to try and give you facts up front and then my thoughts after. So facts up front, I want to say it was early yesterday or maybe it was the day before, Star Stable posted to their stories this video advertising that they are doing a collaboration with DJDex, which is an artificial meta-human computer DJ. The community got rightfully very upset about this, and Star Stable took down the story, only to then post a sort of like, hey, we hear you guys are upset, why are you upset? Posts, please let us know. And I will read that to you word for word. We want you to know that your thoughts and concerns are being actively shared with the team. We totally get the community's passion for authentic, human-created content, and we want to reassure everyone that DJ Dex's song is the result of genuine collaboration between talented artists. The track was produced by Denise, the creative director behind DJ Dex, and Agro, a music producer based in Madrid. DJ Dex's music features real vocalists and music producers, plus DJ Dex herself is brought to life using live motion capture and facial performance performed by real people. This performance data is then meticulously retargeted onto Dex within Unreal Engine, where the environments and visuals are created. That being said, we truly value your feedback and understand your concerns. They are under careful consideration internally. We appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us. So that is the post that Star Stable had pretty much put out to try and help us understand why they made this collaboration, or at least clear up misconceptions. There was a lot of misconceptions about the song being AI generated and not using real vocals, so they wanted to address that no, it was created by a human team and the vocals were human. However, that doesn't absolve them of this problem because it's a lot bigger than just this collaboration or just that song. Looking into DJ Dex, their company, their creator, their, social media manager, it is clear that the people around DJ Dex are very pro-generative AI. Whether or not they use it in a capacity that is related to Star Stable is irrelevant because they are still using it on their social pages and in other capacities. We should not be supporting or interacting with organizations that are in support and actively use generative AI. So again, even though they might not be using it around Star Stable, we still don't want to support that. Our community is an extremely creative one, and it's not just because I'm on the realistic roleplay side of this game. I am surrounded by people who want to make art in this game and outside of it. Star Stable canceled a lot of their creative projects outside of the games. The book series by Helena Dahlgren, those were supposed to come to the United States. They were never translated. That project was halted. I also believe there were supposed to be more books. There was also supposed to be a comic book series by Ellie. They also scaled back their music program as well, which is why I think they were partially relying on the Star Stable community to provide music for the disco last year. So for them to turn around and say, hey, instead of us investing back into the music artists and back into the books and the other art outlets that we have done historically, instead we are going to take money and give it to a digital influencer, which is a complete slap in the face. And then we find out that the group that they contracted are pro-generative AI. So it's like a double slap. So yes, while they are saying the song, which by the way is still playing in the disco, was created by humans using human vocals, it doesn't change the fact that that same group is using generative AI in other platforms. And we also can't fully say that where Star Stable overlaps with DJ Dex does not. However, the video that they did share along with the announcement of this song was created using AI. And here's some reasons why I can tell. First of all, always look at the hands. 2, also look at text. So the video that they are promoting and saying, oh, well, the song's not AI, everything else is. Let's also look at DJDex just to give you some frame of reference. This is the model that they were talking about being motion captured and face captured and then rigged in Unreal Engine. And this is what they are posting to their Instagram account. Sure, they are also posting this model, that's where I got this picture, but there's also these videos that don't look like this model. They're much smoother, more fluid, but you can also tell that these ones are AI generated, again, for similar reasons like I pointed out in the other video. Look at the text, look at the hands. There's also just a quality of smoothness that happens in AI generated videos that these ones definitely have. And while they don't specifically say this is AI generated content, this post does. So this is honestly all I needed to know, that this company supports generative AI, which means that we do not want it anywhere near Star Stable. And also to circle back to using a human voice for the song, there are other sources that do confirm that DJDex uses an AI generated voice. Whether it's for these videos or more, it doesn't really matter because they are proof that they are more than willing to use AI generated content, which again is bad. So basically, Star Stable shouldn't be anywhere near this organization, let alone giving them contract money. We don't want this content in our game. Star Stable, please remove it. And then promise to understand that we do not want generative AI anywhere near this game or community. I promise the first time I recorded this video, it was a lot better and more concise, but I am so tired and annoyed at myself for not unmuting my mic. But anyways, I originally led with this part, and I really should have done it this time, but anyways, it is worth noting that there is a difference between AI as in just general artificial intelligence and AI as in generative AI. You're gonna have AI features in most technology nowadays. That's not inherently a problem so long as it's actually coded by a human to do what it is programmed to do. Anytime you use AI to learn something so that it can create something else, that's when it gets into generative AI, and that is bad because those models steal from actual artists to create new things that require a lot of energy and resources to produce. The use of generative AI is destroying our planet. There's really no other way I can say this. Every time you run a ChatGPT search or you generate a stupid little meme for your friends, you are actively participating in destroying our environment. In the areas where data centers that store the servers for generative AI companies and groups and organizations and whatever, they have seen drastic changes to their water pressure and supply because it requires an enormous amount of water to cool these systems. And you do not need generative AI for anything. Everything that you can generate, you can create yourself. A lot of the arguments that I see about generative AI are that it makes art accessible. Art is already accessible. It always has been. You don't need to have the most expensive paint or tablet or insert expensive equipment here. You can make art for free. You can use the things around you. You can recycle. You can use paper and pencil and markers and crayons or chalk on the sidewalk. You can voice record your voice to make music or write books or act or do anything. You can use the camera on your phone. They have literally made cameras so good that you don't need to go out and buy an actual camera because the one on your phone is better. And even if you don't have a phone, if you got an old Polaroid camera laying around or you have like a Coolpix camera from 2005, just use what's around you. It is accessible. You just have to be willing to learn. And for people who use ChatGPT and other things to plan their day, use your brain. You use it to write an email? We've been writing emails for years without the help of AI. Honestly, it's embarrassing at this point. Just stop using AI. Anyways, that is all I want to say about the matter. I'm not happy with their decision to do this, and I do hope that they reverse it. I am going to interrupt the video here because it turns out that Star Stable has made... It's not even an announcement. They're just responding to other people's comments on their game update Instagram post, but they did share this. Hi there, thank you so much for sharing your concerns. We've chosen not to move forward with any further collaboration with DJDex as her content didn't align with the values or interests of our community. We truly value our community's perspective, and after careful consideration, we have removed DJDex's music from the Fort Pinta Disco. So it does look like our voices were heard. It sucks that this happened at all, And something else I want to point out that I'm also not trusting is they say her content didn't align with the values or interests of our community. That is their official reasoning. Why they didn't consider that earlier is a good question. However, I think they did consider it earlier because there's actually a news article from Growth Platform here that this is literally all about Star Stable's collaboration with DJDex. And here's the kicker. Star Stable's values, audience, and vision align flawlessly with Dex's mission to empower and entertain a new generation. This is at least said by the person who, makes Dex. So I guess take that with a grain of salt, but I don't think that Star Stable really knows what our values are, if that's their reasoning. They wouldn't have gone through all of this if they didn't think that this is what we wanted, and they're just severely out of touch with their community, and it's extremely unfortunate. But all that really matters is the music will be removed if it hasn't been already, which, considering the game is updating, I'm assuming that means that they've now removed the song. So I guess that's a win. I was really excited about this update this week because for months I've been looking forward to the Butterfly and Moth horse, but I honestly didn't even buy them today because I'm just so disappointed in Star Stable. Will I probably buy them sometime later this week? Yes, only because one, the Star coins are already purchased. They're not getting any additional money because I buy the horse in game. And two, I would really just be punishing myself for not getting them because of Star Stable's actions, and I don't feel good about that either. So I will probably get them later in the week. I'm just not doing it today because I'm too upset and I don't want to ruin me getting these horses because I am upset. But anyways, let's go down the list for the rest of the update. So both the Monarch and Butterfly horses are available for 900 star coins. The Butterfly horse Monarch is based on the Belgian warm blood model and models after a Monarch butterfly. And Luna, which is based on the Ardennes model, is based off of a Luna moth. These horses also have companion magical looking pets. You have Faye, which is kind of like a Luna moth bunny, and Kaiser, which is the Monarch raven companion. These horses will be here until the Wednesday update on July 9th, which will also be the end of the Summer Days event, but they did confirm that these horses and their pets will return next year at the Summer Days Festival for 2026. Also added this week to go along the release of the magical horses is outfits and tack that also pair with them. There is an orange butterfly festival style outfit and a green, black, and purple Whimsigoth outfit that goes with the Luna moth. I will say I really do like both of these sets. At least from the butterfly set, I will probably get the tack and the shirt because I really, really like them, and I'm most likely going to get the entirety of the Whimsigoth outfit because, what can I say, it's my vibe. I have so much light that I will be using pretty much shillings to buy the whole thing. And as far as the Summer Days Festival is concerned, there is a new activity. For a decent amount of shillings and horse experience, you can help Mariposa find butterflies and moths daily. Her whole backstory is that she's part of this butterfly and moth taxidermy group, and they are checking for the migration of butterflies. So that already didn't make any sense to me, but I guess you have to know where the butterflies are going if you plan to pick up dead ones for taxidermy. And the other thing that didn't make sense about this is that the word that the acronym became for this taxidermy group was essentially Swedish for sauna, and I really didn't see the connection between a taxidermy group and a sauna. So I don't know if that reference is just lost on me, but I wanted to at least point that out. And the last thing about Mariposa's quest that really frustrated me is that for a girl named Mariposa, which literally means butterfly, and for her to be in a butterfly moth taxidermy group, for her to not know how to spell butterfly is out of character. I feel like they made this NPC stupid for no reason other than haha stupid beach girl funny, and I really don't like that either. But maybe I'm just a little cynical today. Additionally, items have returned into the vintage shop. These items are from Summer Festival and Rainbow Festivals past. This also does include some items that were retired during last Camp Western, which is really weird. Usually they don't bring back things that they retire, because what's the point of retiring them? Although I will say that this did happen once before with, I think, the seal or pig pets. One of them, they said, oh, they're going to be gone forever, and then literally a month later they came back one last time. So that said, none of the items in the vintage shop are actually retiring. They said that they may be older, but are not retiring just yet, so you don't even have to rush to get any of these, even though some of them were previously retired. Also worth noting, there are some items in the shop that are worth tokens. So if you got some spare tokens lying around, you can get more things unlocked. They just aren't actually showing up in the token shop, so you have to specifically go to the vintage shop to actually get these vintage token items. And the very last thing is something completely seasonally appropriate. The Midwinter items from the Trailblazer track are now available for sale in the Moorland shop, where the other Trailblazer track items are. This is the set that released during the Winter Festival Trailblazer track. That included the Mean Girls inspired Santa outfit. All of the items are also available in the Global Shop, so if you missed earning any of these for free along the Trailblazer track, you can now purchase them either in Moorland or the Global Shop. Yeah, I'm interrupting the video again. Not mentioned in the news, but there are 2 new hairstyles at the salon on the beach. They are like the little red ombre hairstyle, that's the medieval, and the short with pink instead of blue on black hair. So yeah, both of these hairstyles are available. I think the rest of these hairstyles are the ones that are at Fort Pinta. They didn't actually say that these were in the news, so I can't confirm with you that they will be gone at the end of the festival, so I recommend prioritizing these because I don't know if they're going to be permanent or if they will be leaving with the festival. And finally, before I end this video, there are some codes. Here are the ones released in the last week. Some of them should still be active, though I apologize if they aren't all. It's kind of hard to tell when they're going to expire. But anyways, here are the codes from last week. Here's a new code from today. It's I like that for 20 star coins. And continue to keep watch on Star Stable social media to see if they release any other codes during this week. Again, I'm sorry this one is short. I'm sorry I was such a downer for most of it. It's just, it takes a lot to upset me with this game, and Star Stable kind of did it this week. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I don't know why you would. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to turn on notifications so you never miss another video like this, though I do promise that the next one will not be like this. And I will see you all in next week's video. Bye!